Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Xbox Gaming channel, and this is Martha is Dead, a brand new horror game that features
including
a
cellars, house
story
entrances, and
in
doorways,
1944
must
in
remain
Italy
closed
about a
until
girl that
the
steals the
population
identity of
are
her dead
advised to stay in their
sister,
cellars,
twin sister that
where
is,
these do not exist in
and
churches and other large
you
buildings.
find your
The
dead
patrols of
sister in
German
the
armed
lake,
forces have orders to shoot
or
at
around the
people
lake I must
walking
say.
the street.
And
More will
from this
come
moment,
in
when you find
comedy
her,
videos.
your parents
I shall repeat
think
for clarity.
you are
Your
her
orders
because you
for the
took
safety of
a pendant
citizens.
she was wearing.
From this moment on,
And
it
you
is
go
forbidden
with
for
the
anyone to
lie
leave their homes.
that goes on from that point. And this is your room, and you are actually this girl here, Julia. But as you might have thought, you are playing the role of Martha. You can't see really on the tag, but yeah, and nobody knows what happened to Martha. So you are trying to solve this mystery by doing all kinds of quests around the mansion. And as you are going through the story, uh, it appears to be you're living in a gruesome nightmare. Every day the nightmares get worse, you get hallucinations. Oh,
25 ISO film. When the sun is high in the sky, it's perfect.
so yeah, Julia is a girl that loves to take photographs. She was taught by her dad, but it's kind of obvious that Martha was the favorite, and she was yeah, she couldn't speak, so now you can't speak as well, and now you get to hear all of these things about you, how they thought of you, and yeah, it makes it more clear that
The
Martha was the
superior
favorite.
commander of the German Federal Armed Forces announces 1. Whoever is in possession of weapons or explosives not reported to the German headquarters will be shot. 2. Whoever harbors bandits and/or protects them and provides them with clothing and/or weapons will be shot. 3. Whoever is aware of the existence of any rebel groups or even lone rebels without reporting them will be shot.
And well, as you can see, we're at World War
The superior
II,
commander of the war rages,
but it's far in the
fighting
end
in Normandy.
because it's 1944. And I must say, this fair, and the radio you have in the background telling war stories from the front, these old-fashioned cameras, old-fashioned clothing, the house, etc. It makes it complete. Here's one of those old radios I was talking about. You can even change the channel, not on this one, but sometimes you can. And this is Martha. Apparently it was normal here with an open casket to have her a few days in the house, which I can imagine that's something you want, but not for me. But that's not really one of the scary things. These nightmares you get in the evening, or when you're roaming the dark and you get these weird hallucinations, that's some next level shit sometimes. You can even see a face getting scalped off once. It's really, really weird. It's really some gruesome stuff.
Red filter for super high contrast photos. This lens increases the framed area. It allows me to fit more into the image. With this lens, everything gets bigger.
Yeah. And as you can imagine, here I'm in a dark room. Taking pictures is one of the main things you have to do in this game because sometimes
I have to be careful
This
and keep
is
the volume
something
down
that
as
you
I
need to
listen.
do to get
I
further
must
in the
go
story.
unnoticed. I am meant to be deaf after all.
Ready? Julia, you ready?
Sure, Daddy. I'm good to start.
I've already started recording.
Oh, no, my voice will sound awful.
No way, come on. Didn't you want to study singing anyway?
No, I was young and stupid when I said that.
Okay, ready?
Go. Oh, how nice. It's the rehearsal for last week's concert. I never heard the recording. But I was right, my voice is awful. Cannot be called singing. Anyway, it's time I develop these film roles. I can't wait any longer. I wish I could just stop time.
Also, the developing of the photographs is something you have to do in the game. Which I'm gonna
These
do
images could change everything. I cannot bear the fact that I may have hurt Martha. I would rather die. Damn my head and these memory lapses. It's such a pain not remembering. It's like getting lost inside yourself.
So there's a lot of photos right now here, which I can develop. There's really some weird stuff in here. This is one of the pictures I took in the forest. This one is as well. And here you can see that you have to get the position right, get it in focus. And then you can expose the paper. Just a few seconds, like they used to. Then you're gonna give it a bath. But here in the game it only gives one bath. Normally you have to do 2 baths. But that would go too much into detail, I think, for the development part. You're playing this game for the story, not for this. I have to do a few of these just for the story. Let's see which one I'm gonna pick. Here, from this one where she's running. Okay, it's in focus, and now it's again out of focus. You have to adjust it always. And now you can expose it. I'm just gonna skip that. This takes a bit the pace out of the game.
Yes, I've undressed and I'm about to dive in. This matches my memory.
Let's see what the quest dialogue says, what I have to do. Tarot cards, develop the rules of film, develop the photo. Let's see which one I'm gonna take. This one here, I think. Always takes about 10 seconds. Ooh, nailed it on the spot. 10 seconds.
I'm carrying Martha to shore. I'm trying to save her. My memories, although fuzzy, do match reality. I feel a little better. Now I can find out who really hurt Martha. Maybe I should meet with the White Lady. She might be able...
Okay, so it might be on a table. Additional info. Okay, so the spirit of the White Lady lives in the lake. So I gotta go to the lake probably, and I need the tarot cards for that. Okay, roger that. Find the tarot cards. Mommy took my turn. Nanny and I. Okay, so
to tell me
I'm
something.
going to the
Is
bedroom
this crazy talk?
of my
Yes,
parents.
definitely. But what's normal about any of this? Maybe you have to be a little crazy to get anything done.
Okay, let's see where they hit it. And this is the bedroom of my parents upstairs.
Dear Mother, this is hard, but I have something to tell you. I found out that Julia is pregnant. Go to the lake tomorrow morning at 7 and watch her as she bathes. You'll see that her tummy is growing. Martha. What? I'm not pregnant. Why is everything becoming even more confusing? I'm searching for an explanation, but instead I'm left with more questions.
Okay, so those are probably my tarot cards.
Here are my cards. Nanny and I always used to play with them. She would predict my future and I pretended to predict hers. The future was always good for everyone. Maybe when she read them, she saw my true future, which she hid from me. Or more likely, these cards are actually just a stupid game to reassure and deceive oneself with. But deceiving oneself is sometimes necessary. How can we live happily otherwise?
These dialogues can't be skipped as well, which
Herverton again. I
is
feel
kind of
like
annoying
these pills do
sometimes.
nothing other than agitate her.
Some do benefit the story, but yeah.
Romola, 15th of July 1944. Dear Mrs. Irene, I'm writing to let you know that all is well here at the villa. Thank you for being so considerate and caring. I apologize for the simplicity of the housing you were forced to live in. I also locked the room where the little one used to stay as requested. I've left you the key. It is the one with the pink keyring. Try to stay safe. Best regards, Nanny. Why on earth did Mummy have that door locked? It was my room. What is she trying to hide?
Oh, here's a rifle.
There are more and more weapons around, and everyone is scared after what happened. This is Mummy's jewellery. She wears them every day, even though Daddy says it's impractical and dangerous to show signs of wealth these days. As usual, she doesn't want to listen to reason and ends up arguing.
Okay, so I got the cards. Strange note. And this is the keys.
With Daddy until he goes to play war, as she says.
Let's draw some cards.
solution is still far away. I must be patient and wise. But luck is not on my side, unfortunately.
I don't have a clue what those cards meant, but... Let's see if we can find those keys around here somewhere. With the pink... something pink on them. This is the room we can't open and where we need a key for. But first I'll go to the lake. Going through the bushes right here. Oh. At night it was possible, don't know why it's not possible now. Then I'll just go through here, right?
This is the center
Hey.
of our farm, but since we moved here, it hasn't worked like it used to. Security matters, Daddy says. A tripod is necessary to take photos with long exposures.
Nice. You
I
can
have
find
found
all
what I
kind
need
of
to take
material
infrared photos.
to improve your photography skills. Oh, we're right here. Okay. Here it tells me to take an infrared picture, so there's probably something here. Use the camera. So I'm gonna adjust everything. Film. What's that over there? Or something red. This was red on the picture, but maybe I have to do it this way. Not sure. A tripod is required when using the IR lens. Okay, so this is the infrared film. Okay. Okay, so it's out of focus. So I need to adjust the focus. This is not good. Okay, now it's in focus. Now I moved and now it's out of focus again. It's in focus. So now I'm going to shoot Really don't have a clue why I had to take an infrared picture right here, but I did it. So let's head to the lake where all things started, where we found Martha dead. I think the graphics are pretty good in this game, by the way. And I'm playing on Xbox Series S. I can hear flies. Is there a dead animal here?
Los, schnappen wir uns diese Kastenwagen!
Here come the Germans.
Los! Hey, hey, hey! Los geht's! Hier lang! Hier drüben! Ho! Hey! Vorwärts! Hier! Sie sind da lang! Verdammt! Los, laufen!
What is going on here? What are the soldiers doing? It's dangerous, I know, but I want to follow them and see what's happening.
The gunfight begins. That sounded like a big explosion. Let's have a look. See. Ooh. Damn.
Oh God, please no. Lapo, my dear friend. What have they done to you? Your handkerchief was the symbol of what you believed in. At least that is left of you. Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone and I cannot reconcile myself.
Oh, what?
Du hast ein Mädchen erschossen, du Idiot.
Scheiße, scheiße, scheiße! Was machen wir jetzt? Sieh mal, was sie um ihren Hals hat. Sie ist eine von ihnen. Es musste getan werden.
Sie ist die Tochter von General Erich K., du verdammter Trottel. Sie war die Freundin von diesem armen Kerl. Oh, verdammt, jetzt sind wir wirklich am Arsch.
Scheiße, lass uns abhauen.
Aber sie lebt noch. Sie liegt im Sterben. Siehst du, wo du sie getroffen hast? Sie ist bestimmt schon tot. Wir müssen jetzt abhauen, sonst sind wir auch bald tot.
I'm dying, I thought. But strangely enough, I wasn't afraid. In fact, I was almost relieved. When I returned, I found myself once again in the midst of a bad dream. One whose meaning I did not understand at the time.
Okay, so this here is just some weird thing in the woods that happens sometimes when you're having a nightmare. And when you choose incorrect, you get this buzzing sound. And if you ask me, this is
I give you
totally unnecessary.
I give you back your appearance. I give you back your appearance.
And here
I
is the
give you
face,
back your appearance.
which I was talking about. You peeled it right off of her.
I give you back your appearance. 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 I give you back your appearance.
Oh, wrong.
Now I see with my eyes.
Here comes the white lady
Now I
ghost.
see with my eyes. Now I see with my eyes. Now I see with my eyes. Now I see with my eyes.
Two sisters were destined to die. Julia, the first sister, and Martha, the second. On Julia's day of departing, identical twins stood before me, impossible to tell apart. They questioned my presence, since they were still so young. Julia must come with me, I demanded, but they both claimed to be Martha. I explained that Martha's fate was soon to be the same, and their games were useless. I didn't have time for it. The war was keeping me busy. But they didn't concede, and instead kept insisting. Can we follow you together? No, impossible. Are you sure Martha will die too? Nothing is certain in wartime. What if the wrong person went with you? Then you would have cheated death. One would die unjustly, and the other would simply be delaying her fate. They discussed amongst themselves, then hugged before one of them came forward. She stared in a determined, almost threatening manner. I guessed it was Martha sacrificing herself, giving more time to her sister. But I stayed silent, not to reveal their failed deception. No one lies to the face of their own death, so I asked how their choice was reached. We drew lots by throwing a medallion, she said quietly. They had trusted in fate. Oh, how naive they were. They knew fate plays by its own rules, which is true, but it is also my ally. Fate never would have allowed the wrong girl to follow me. In that case, my work was done. She must have been Julia. However, Little to my knowledge at the time, that blasted medallion had the same name engraved on both sides. Martha's. So, my first assumption was correct. They were too damn smart, and had fooled both fate and me. One thing is for sure. I'll put things back where they belong. I will correct my ignorance and give fate back its blindfold.
Damn, this hurts so bad. I can hardly breathe.
So you live to tell the tale. Picture's upside down. What?
The ceremony is today, so I need a suitable dress.
Okay, so in the ceremony I take black.
I would like to spend a moment with my sister. Just me and her alone. No, 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 my bag is not here. My diary. Lapo's letter.
Oh no.
How is she? How is my daughter?
First I'm gonna see what my objectives are. Read the newspaper, yeah, okay. Still I gotta go to the lake. Find bag, find letter. Say goodbye to your sister.
Please, doctor. Please give me good news.
It's a miracle she's alive, Eric, but she will be all right.
Strange thing is that you
The
actually
bullet passed right by her heart and
almost
exited
never
her
see
chest.
your parents.
Unbelievably, it missed her lungs, spine, and heart. She could have been paralyzed or died. But thankfully, she's fine. I examined her thoroughly. She didn't even lose that much blood. She was lucky. And you were lucky, so to speak.
She was lucky that my wife went for a walk in the woods. Otherwise,
Otherwise, she would have bled to death, yes.
I don't know what to say. All of this, it's too much. So much death and suffering. Nothing more.
Don't worry, Eric. She's young, so she'll recover quickly. I'll be here all day anyway.
Thank you, doctor, for everything. Do you mind coming with me to pick my wife up from the cemetery? The funeral will start soon in the chapel.
Of course not. Lead the way.
You know,
Only in the very
What
beginning
is
of the
this
game I have
preparation
actually
for the
seen
funeral?
my parents.
Irina wants everything to be perfect.
Hello, open.
It's her way of coping, so she doesn't have to think about everything going on. She is a woman who has suffered so much.
Why is this bugged?
Maybe too much.
Yeah, finally. Jesus.
Violence against citizens continues in La Romola. And once again, General K's family has come under fire.
General Edict K. New rules on curfew and women's behavior. German command of S. Vincenzo Attori. Telephone number 1185.
Anti-fascist political motive appears to be the only reason behind the cowardly act. The New Zealand troops are advancing slowly. After after the Battle of Poggibonsi on the 18th, they are still far from the Tavernelli.
The radio needs to be
peace
kept
of
on at all times these
the
days.
German resistance
It can
on the
save your
Tuscan
life
hills
knowing
has been
things on time,
exhausting for the
especially
enemy.
before they happen.
Let's see where they stashed my stuff. Not here, apparently. That's too bad.
What if the bag is here somewhere?
What if the bag is here somewhere? Okay, so it should be here. Oh, here it
There's
is.
my bag. Thank God. Let's hope Lapo's letter is in there.
Hello? What is this? I'm bugged between the top and the bidet. Oh no. Can I load this? Let's see if I don't bug this time. It's actually the first bug I encountered.
No, 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 my bag is not here. My diary. Lapo's letter.
How is she? How is my daughter? Please, doctor. Please give me good news.
It's a miracle she's alive, Eric, but she will be all right.
Yeah, I can open it. Yay. Oh.
The bullet passed right by her heart and exited her chest. Unbelievably, it missed her lungs,
Sorry, you have to
spine,
listen
and
to
heart.
this again, guys
She could have been paralyzed or died,
and gals.
but thankfully, she's fine. I examined her thoroughly. She didn't even lose that much blood. She was lucky. And you were lucky, so to speak.
She was lucky that my wife went for a walk in the woods. Otherwise,
She would have bled to death, yes.
I don't know what to say. All of this, it's too much. So much death and suffering. Nothing more.
Don't worry, Eric. She's young, so she'll recover quickly. I'll be here all day anyway.
Thank you, doctor, for everything. Do you mind coming with me to pick my wife up from the cemetery? The funeral will start soon in the chapel.
Of course not. Lead the way.
You know, with all of these preparations for the funeral, Irina wants everything to be perfect. It's her way of coping, so she doesn't have to think about everything going on. She is a woman
Again, this.
who has suffered so much. Maybe too much.
There's my bag.
Okay, I'm gonna save right here. Just in case
Thank God.
we get bugged again.
Let's hope Lapo's letter is in there.
Thank God.
Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone, and I cannot reconcile myself to that fact. I have to stay hidden, and sadly I can't run to you, even if I would love nothing more than to hold you tight and cry together. No words. I just want to be close to you. Can we meet in the barn tonight? I will try my best to be there around midnight. Don't be alarmed, but if things get ugly, please remember this number, 6934. He knew he was in serious danger, but what about the letter? I had it in my hand when the soldier... just ran off. Mummy found me, and if she's read it, well, she hates Lapo, and now she must know who I am. No, she probably would have left me there to die. She'd rather have no daughter than the wrong one. Before I passed out, I must have put it back in my bag. There is no other explanation.
It is only by the grace of God that the girl is alive.
July 19th. I retrieved the cameras at the lake, but I had convinced myself that I was the one who had hurt Martha. So much so that when
After the Battle of Porci Ponzi, on the 18th, they are still far from the Tavernelli of Pisa. The German resistance on the Tuscan hills has been exhausting for the invaders.
Let's read the new newspaper.
attempted murder in La Romola. After the murder of Julia Kay, today her twin sister is the victim of another attempted murder. The condition of the young girl, found by the German troops, is no cause for concern. The political motive behind this is becoming all the more clear. But that's not what happened. It's all wrong. Mummy was the one who found me. The German soldiers shot me. Best to stay quiet. No one ever believes the truth.
Yeah.
I should pick up the phone but remain silent. If I let the caller speak first, I'll find out who it is.
Hello? Mum? Can you hear me? Is there somebody there? Mr. Eric?
It's the nanny. I can confide in her. Nanny? Hello, it's me.
What? Hello? Oh, my lord. I must be dreaming or something.
No, Nanny, you're not dreaming. It's really me, it's Julia.
Oh, my God. Julia, my little sparrow. How wonderful. Sorry, but I thought you were dead. I saw you lying there dead. This brings me so much joy that... Actually, you must explain to me, my little sparrow. What is happening?
I told Nanny everything that had happened. She was sad for Martha, of course, but very happy at the same time. I was the one she had a special bond with. I explained to her that I wanted to try and meet the White Lady, even if I knew it was a silly idea. But she didn't think I was a fool, quite the opposite. She explained to me what I should do in an attempt to meet her. It was complicated. I noted everything down carefully in my diary. Who knows, maybe she did it only to keep me occupied, while deciding what to do with me and who to warn. I won't ever know, though, because that very same day, a bomb struck the villa and she died. They all died. We should have been in that house ourselves, but instead... Poor Nanny. Bye, Nanny. I love you.
Goodbye, my darling. I thought I'd lost you. Be careful, my little sparrow.
Oh, I can use it to call. What was that important number? 6934. Okay.
You've called this number. Damn, Lapo must be dead then. Rest in peace, fair comrade.
Yes, Lapo is dead. I am due.
No, no, don't talk. We don't need to know who you are. By calling this number, it means Lapo wanted you to complete his work. A telephone cable near the house of German General Erich K. has to be cut. One goes to the house, but there's another cable we suspect is connected to a secret base. That is the one that has to be cut. If you see any German vehicles around, let us know immediately. We won't use this number anymore. It's dangerous. Use a telegraph. That will be safer. I hope you know how to use them. Otherwise, you'll have to come up with something. This is important. Frequency X. Before the message, telegraph, town on fire to identify yourself. Long live the homeland. Long live the liberation.
Should I sabotage the cable and become a spy? I don't know. My father is German. It would be like betraying him even though he himself hates this war. But what happened to Lapo and those guys? If I can save someone's life, maybe I should try. Or maybe I can talk to Daddy about it. He may be able to advise me on what to do. Don't even know the first thing about all this. What were you thinking, Lapo? To
I'm gonna
cut the
help the
cable, I will
partisans.
need sharp scissors. Tailor scissors should be fine. Martha was taken to the chapel for her funeral. I want to say goodbye to her alone before everyone arrives. I don't need that right now. Now I know what must be done to meet the lady. Nanny has explained everything to me. I must try to meet her early in the morning when it is foggy, or all will have been in vain. That's what the legend says. This is what I need to do. 1.
No, I'm not gonna read all of that. I'll just see it here. Okay, so it must be foggy to be able to photograph spirits. Oh, that's the white lady. Okay. I will need an object that connects her world and mine. Ooh. Okay, so when it needs to be foggy, best is to go at night, I guess. Oh, there's the chapel. I'm guessing I'll get some weird stuff going on here. At least I hope so. I think the horror is pretty mild, in my opinion. You do get to see some gruesome images, but the overall experience is okay-ish. But the story is good. Only the things you have to do are kind of repetitive. And the pictures are not for everyone, I think. It takes a lot of time as well.
Poor little one. He's dead. Poor little guy. His place is by Martha's side. Nanny always calls me Little Sparrow. This is the part of me that died with Martha, that'll be safe next to her. Here, Martha. This is my heart. Carry it with you. I'm starting to understand how painful your condition must have been. Not being able to properly communicate with anyone is becoming increasingly difficult. I envied you, but I did not see your suffering. I did not understand your courage. I miss you so much, Martha. I'm not worthy to dress in your clothes. Commune of San Casciano, Province of Florence. Death certificate. From the Register of Death Certificates of this commune, number 174, part 3. Series 12 of the year 1944. It is certified that on the day of the 16th of July of the year 1944, Julia Kay has died, resident of Villa Perchabaya, born in La Ramola. On the 26th of February 1923, the daughter of General Erich Kay and Irene Kay, Don Attilio D. will give the funeral, and the esteemed Mr. Alberto M., who will look after the burial in the cemetery of La Ramola. Telephone number 6537. The official state civil service. General Galeazzo T. Holy water. It's only water, and yet there's something special about it. That raven is making a big fuss. There's only a few signatures from my funeral. If people had known that it was actually Martha, there would have been far more. I'm sorry that I took this from you too.
What does that raven want? Where is it? What do you want? Probably gotta follow it.
Dress? It's made from the same fabric I found a shred of next to the lake. In fact, it is torn. It must be my mother's. My goodness. I started to suspect that Mummy could have been involved in Martha's murder. Lost in these thoughts, hours passed, and I completely forgot about the funeral. When I realized it was evening, they were already carrying the coffin towards the cemetery. She never loved me, I knew that well, but I would never have believed that. Had it been her? I struggled to believe it, but it made so much sense. At the lake, she must have thought Martha was me because she was convinced that I was dead. When the funeral ended, I felt an irresistible urge to play. I loved music. I started playing without thinking about the possible consequences. I didn't care anymore. I needed to feel alive, to exist again.
What's going on here? Julia? Is that you? No, it's not possible. Martha's never played. She's deaf, yet no. This is madness. My God. So, Martha? I understand now. You can get all of the attention, right? You were jealous, weren't you? Because she was a wonderful girl and you're just a useless little slut. How did you manage to convince her? I get it now. But she talked to me. No, it doesn't make sense. I will have you locked up in an asylum. You hear? That's enough. You will pay for what you've done, you cursed lunatic. They will torture you to reveal the monsters in your head.
Thanks, Mom.
Her words were as sharp as blades. I tried to tell her that it wasn't me. I showed her the photos I developed that proved my innocence. But she grew all the more angry, calling me crazy, and then she began to hit me with everything she had at hand. I closed my eyes as more darkness began to take over in me. Memories came flooding back, not memories of actual past events, but more so of feelings I had when I was little. They were scary. They were the fears of a little girl. Despite what had happened, I went walking in the woods early the next morning to meet the lady. The evening before, my father had tried desperately to console me.
Talk to me, Julia. You know I love you. I just want to understand what happened. I am happy you are alive.
Frame
Even
rate
if we
really
have
sucks
lost
right now.
Martha. Your mother was just in shock. She didn't want to hurt you.
The white lady, okay. Oh, it's foggy. That's good. I need that to be able to see the spirits. Here it doesn't look foggy. What's this?
My dress. It could be the element that links my world with that of the lady. It has been here for a few days, in a place that is both mine and hers.
Let me see. Wait. Over. Take a photo of the grave in the woods. Is there a grave in the woods? What, did I miss it? It's probably where this Lapo guy died. At least I think so. Let's do that first before going to the lady. Yep, here it is. It's probably since there's no fog here. I'll come back later. Let's go find the white lady.
Without all the necessary elements, there's no point traveling to.
Oh, so I don't have requirements. The lover,
The island.
lover. The lover, of course. Sorry. Okay, so I can't do this yet. Okay, well, that's too bad.
My mother's tailor scissors.
Well, I think you got a pretty good idea of Martha's dead. As you can see, there's not that much of horror in the game. It takes about 5 hours to complete. And the actions you do take are kind of repetitive. Go from A to B, do this, do that. Those trivial things in your nightmares where you have to pick words. Totally unnecessary if you ask me, but yeah. Don't know why they chose for that option. And the speed of you running is not the best. So overall I think this game is around a 7 out of 10. Which is still pretty good. The story is good as well, but it's intriguing. But the speed of the game itself is kinda low. Which can get dull if you don't have enough patience for it. So I just want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, put on those notifications, and we'll see you in the next video.